Welcome back, guys, to Hillside Live. We are ready to continue our day of racing here at the Good Evening Ranch in Canvas, West Virginia. This is the Mickey Thompson NRRA Round 6 already for the season. We are going to kick off with our youth class. They're going to go ahead and run both of their courses back-to-back, and then we've got our UTV Bounty, and then we'll wrap things up with Course 2 for the Bouncer class.
Heck yeah. It's going to be an awesome day. Looks like they're about to send them. I see Justin over there. They're getting them all back to the RaceLine starting gate. They were making hot laps earlier on the course. Somebody said, "Is this the youth race?" I said, "No, they're practicing." It's great. They all line up like, little ducklings.
Yeah, make sure everyone knows where to go.
They're all strapped in their fire suits up on the hill. All right, I hear clock is hot. This is Collier Hoback.
Collier Hoback, our youngest driver, starting things off strong for us here on Course 1 for our youth class.
He is getting fierce out there.
Oh, Collier! Wow. Way to save it, buddy. You know what? I don't think that's anything that he hasn't done when riding around with his sister Clara at home on their little track in the yard. They chase each other around, and I'm pretty sure that's probably not the first time that buggy's been up on two wheels.
His dad's over there laughing. He is definitely getting it.
Oh, good job, Collier.
Go, baby, go. Ooh, he was pushing all the way to the max on that tape.
76.945 for Collier Hoback, our first young driver of the day for our UTV youth class. This is Course 1. Welcome back from our break. We've got a little replay here presented by Rock Racing TV to check out Collier's moves coming up that hill.
That was impressive.
I wonder what was going through his head.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ride home with the Hobacks because they live about an hour from me in Tennessee. So they're kind enough to tote me home in the RV. I'm sure I will be able to hear all about it.
Oh, yeah. And they will. You definitely show them that footage to show how much on two wheels he really was.
All right. Looks like Ava Garner is making her way around. I love this starting line tunnel in the rocks that we have.
It's very tight.
It's very unique. We don't get to do this anywhere else, but we've got these this massive boulder and then the rock face, and it's kind of like a channel there pulling down in between there. I love it. It looks so cool.
Zach's cheering on his daughter.
That's what it sounds like when Zach cheers.
Yes.
So a fun fact about Ava is that she has decorated the bars on her chassis or her roll cage with a different themed duct tape or stickers for each race so far this season. So you can see on the bars of her roll cage there that there's kind of a pattern there. I checked it out last night, and it's a duct tape pattern, and it's got, let's see. So we're at Good Evening Ranch.
Yes.
So part of it's got like a moon on it for the evening, and then there's some that says like stay positive, good vibes, something like that. And so she tried to incorporate the good and the evening together. And let's see, she did a cheetah print. Oh, my goodness, these kids are getting wild out here today. Toting two around all these corners. Good job, Ava. Way to stay with it. She did a cheetah print for a Wildcat off-road park. That one's pretty obvious. She told me she's going to do checkered flag for finals. What else has she done? For Rush Springs. Or let's see. No, where were we? I can't remember, but one of them she did like butterflies and bees.
Yeah, I love the fact she makes it custom each time. Every time doing something kind of fun and kind of special. Again, you can see the flag on top of the production trailer just waving in the wind. Show you how windy it is out here, which is amazing, helping kind of keep that dust blowing away. That was a 7.4.306 from Miss Ava Gardner. See what we got coming up next.
Looks like Hunter Vargo is going to be making his way around to the starting lane. It's even more than a starting gate today.
It really is.
The starting chute.
Yeah, it really is kind of like a starting chute. I like his wrap. There's a really sharp wrap on there. Very cool, very fun. Again, very cool wrap by Hunter Vargo.
Hey, even the youth class, I mean, they don't skimp.
That's very cool.
You gotta keep it looking sharp. The kids all have safety requirements. Excuse me, for gear and equipment that they have to run, and they do their pre-running. They make their laps around. They did that during our intermission in between classes today, and all took a few laps around, made sure everybody knew what the course was. They got a little practice in. And I know a lot of the kids practice at home as well. They might have, a place in their yard or some property where they get to go out and rip around and get that seat time in.
All right, clock is hot. Justin is sending him. And again, our youth racers are definitely awesome. We love them and all the good job they do.
So Hunter Vargo is coming into this weekend 5th in points so far for the season. This is our 6th race. So after today, we will officially be on the downhill side of the season, which is kind of crazy to think about. The last half of the year. Speaking of where we'll be for the rest of the season, August 2nd and 3rd will be our next event at Pretty Place in Tennessee. Then the end of August will be at Rush Springs Ranch in Missouri. Middle of September will be Indian Mountain, Alabama. And then finals the beginning of October at Wildcat in Kentucky. You guys can head to nationalrockracing.com to check out the calendar of events for the rest of the season. 6.627 for Hunter Vargo. That is our current leader out here today. This is course 1 of our youth class that you guys are watching. If you're just joining us, welcome to Hillside Live. We are in Canvas, West Virginia this weekend at the Good Evening Ranch. We completed Hill 1 for UTV Bounty and Bouncers already today. Our youth class right now is going to go ahead and run both of their courses back to back, and then we'll have our UTV Bounty and Bouncers course 2. Beautiful day, awesome weather and temperatures here this weekend at West Virginia. We are loving it.
I see the sun has come out, so we got our awning up luckily. Thanks. Shout out to Clyde for helping take care of that for us, keep us in the shade. But right now, the breeze is heavenly.
It's going to be rough going back home to that Tennessee humidity. I know everybody else. Matt, you've got some nasty humidity in Illinois.
It helps cook the corn.
Taylor in Mississippi,
but it's insane. Taylor said he's not going home. He's like, I'm not going home. He's like, I'm going on the run. It's pretty hot in Illinois right now too. It was 96, I think, when I left.
Oh yeah, it's been 90s, and it's the humidity.
Yeah, it's miserable.
That really does you in. Actually, Taylor was thinking Canada might feel pretty good this time of year. They actually get about as hot as we do.
Yeah?
Yeah, which is kind of weird. Antarctica, there you go.
There you go. Yeah. It's not bad the daytime. It's the nighttime that'll kill you. Yeah. Yeah. You can't have a remote broadcast from Antarctica.
It'll just be Taylor and the Penguins.
Yeah, just the Penguins. I seen speaking of ice, I see the Icelandic crews racing this weekend as well.
Oh, where are they at?
I'm not sure, but I saw
at home or
here
somewhere?
At home.
Okay, I got
you. At home. I seen. Yeah, racing somewhere on one of their volcanic rock piles. It's very cool. I'm Snapchat friends with quite a few of them, so they were all posting awesome stories of them guys out racing.
Yeah, they've got some crazy race maneuvers that they do.
They do.
Dallas Heckley on the course now.
She is whipping that wheel back and forth.
She's ready. Dallas is coming into the weekend second in points overall so far. She also took home the win at our last event at Hawk Pride a few weeks ago. Only 12 points separate Clara Hoback from that first place spot overall for the season so far, and Dallas in that second place spot.
Hearing all the dads yell, go, go, go. It's so cute. Bub Meadows down there, our official photographer for the 2024 Rock Racing season. Addictive Photography. Down there cheering everybody on, getting some great pictures.
They've got quite a cheering section. I can hear the yells, go faster!
Yeah. Go, go.
Oh, man, these kids come out here and they have a blast. But you know what I think they almost enjoy even more than the racing?
I do.
Is just playing together
They
on race weekends. They are thick as thieves out here.
All right, we're hearing there's a timer error.
I think Dallas is going to get a rerun. That was just a really nice rehearsal for her.
Yeah.
Yep. So Dallas is going to get a rerun. We had a problem with our timer. Dallas got a nice little practice run under her belt now. So speaking of, I started to say how the kids are thick as thieves out here.
They really are.
They have a blast. You know, a lot of these families, we've been racing together for several years now, and the kiddos are all, most of them, separated. You living in different states and don't get to see each other except for at the races. So getting to spend the weekend together with their buddies, I mean, they have a blast. There's a playground here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Where we are here at the Good Evening Ranch, and so they've either been at the playground or there's also animals here. There's goats and a mini donkey, and you know, they'll let you pet them and stuff. So the kids are running around from one location to the other. They've got a little electric four-wheeler, a little tiny one out here. I've seen Blake and Collier running around on that one, and it's pretty cute to watch them. We were playing some soccer last night.
I saw tons of them packed around the playground, and they were just having a blast.
Yep. They're all down in the woods playing in the dirt this morning.
Believe that. Yeah. The pictures we put up from Hawk Pride were just adorable.
This is Clara Hoback out on the course now. Clara sitting first in points coming into the weekend with 448. Just 12 points ahead of Dallas Heckley.
Again, making a quick time of this course.
You know, she's been practicing at home with her brother Collier, and I guess Collier's a little bit of a daredevil when he gets out there with her.
Yeah, I bet.
They're not afraid to ram into each other and play little bumper cars. If you could possibly imagine a brother and sister doing that.
I could. That's a 6.4.119 for Miss Clara Holbeck.
That is a second place time currently. Hunter Vargo's in the lead right now with a 63, now followed by Clara with a 64, Ava Garner with a 74, and Collier Hoback with a 76. We're about halfway through course 1 for our youth class. Bebo, thanks for tuning in, and we are glad that you can join us here. Glad to be able to bring y'all the racing action. You might notice a little bit more buffering than we're used to today on the live feed. We are having, if you see that, having some technical issues. Told everybody earlier, if you were watching and want to be able to go back and see that, we did record and we'll be able to post that. You guys can keep an eye out for it. Dallas Heckley is making her rerun now. We had some timer issues on her first run, so that was just a little practice lap for her.
She is absolutely flying out there right now. I seen her dad giving her a little pep talk before they kicked off again.
Think he was like, I'll buy you ice cream?
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, no! She got stuck.
Oh, no, Dallas.
She's jumping over that rock there. She is bouncing through there.
.995 for Dallas Heckley. Still a great time for her, even with that little hang up.
You swatting the flies or becoming a ninja? Like, what's going on over here?
There's a lot of wasps over here, Matt. Don't worry about it.
It's because you're so sweet, Bree.
I don't think it's that. There are about to be a bunch of dead wasps over here if they keep flying in my face, though.
I don't think it's that.
I think these are Tennessee wasps. No, these are Mississippi wasps.
Yeah.
They came with the trailer.
They came with the trailer. All right. Okay.
They got relocated.
Yeah. Got Ramsey Trainer getting backed in.
These wasps entered the relocation program. Didn't even know it. You guys can probably tell there we're working on getting the kiddos lined up in our starting lane.
We're going to run both courses back-to-back for our youth class here. So as soon as they're done, as soon as we get all of our drivers done, we'll go ahead and run the second course. This is Ramsey Trainer coming off the line.
Mr. Rowdy Boy. Ramsey is third in points coming into this weekend with 429. He also ended up on the third spot on the podium at Hawk Pride a few weeks ago for our last event.
His dad, Robert Trainer, definitely has no stranger to racing with us in the UTV class.
Bebo. Something like that. Ramsey is cruising through this course.
.504 for Mr. Ramsey Trainer.
And he is our new leader here for Course 1 with the youth class. Ramsey with a 60, and followed by Hunter Vargo with a 63, and Clara Hoback with a 64. Not today, Satan. Taylor wants you guys to know that he prayed over what's the box? What's it called?
Live view.
The live view thing, and said, "Not today, Satan." Brought the live feedback to you guys, just so you know. God still works miracles.
He does.
All right, this must be Blake Heckley out on the course.
She can see through the steering wheel, and that
The littlest Heckley.
Really. And I feel like maybe the sassiest one.
Oh, absolutely. Keep going, girl. These kids are learning about rock bouncing today.
Yeah.
They've been racing in a lot of mud.
They have been.
So far this season. We're definitely learning a little more about the rocks out here in Canvas, West Virginia this weekend.
Hear him say, "Go, go, go." Kind of reminds me of the remake of the Dukes of Hazzard movie. He's like, "Oh, I thought you said whoa, Bo, whoa." No. I said whoa, Bo. It's so funny. Johnny Knoxville. Gotta love it.
Watching Aaron Bentley try and get out of Cooper's bouncer this morning made me think of Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
We were laughing about it. He's like, "I need help." You feel like Dukes of Hazzard every time you get in and out of one of these things. 75.246 for Blake Heckley. Get a little assistance up the hill there. These things are only two-wheel drive. If you guys hadn't heard us mention that before.
And not very many
Obviously
horsepowers.
pretty low-powered as well. Great for the kiddos to learn on.
Yes.
Not super great for mud and steep hills.
Correct.
So they get a little assistance sometimes.
Especially the mud. I've pushed many through the mud.
All right, this should be Miss Lainey Feltner making her way to the line now, and I believe that is going to wrap up course 1. So not only do our youth class drivers get to come out here and get their need for speed, taken care of at a young age, get to drive these fun vehicles. They got a group of friends they get to hang out with. They get to travel around the country. Shoot, they get to take Fridays off school.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
A lot of them do.
Some even take Thursday off,
Where
too.
was this when we were kids, Matt?
For real.
Good stuff. I'm glad that we have the youth class, and I'm glad for these young drivers to be able to be out here and be learning about the sport of racing, but also the camaraderie and be part of the racing family too.
Yeah. Lainey Feltner on the line. That neon pink cage.
Oh, come on.
Heading down there watching that.
Stay in it.
I think they saw him put it on 2 wheels earlier. They're being a little more cautious now. Go, baby, go. Everybody out there yelling, cheering her on. Again, you can see about 12 different people down there in vests around that corner cheering them all on.
Ready to help push them up the hill if they need it.
All of our bouncer drivers are up there studying the course.
Come on, Lainey. 74.412. I'll give you guys a rundown. Give me just a second while the kiddos get sorted out and lined up for course 2.
All right, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with tons of racing action right after this.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerply XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
All right, guys, let me give you a quick rundown from course 1 for the youth class. Ramsey Trainer had the fastest time with a 60, followed by Hunter Vargo with a 63, Clara Hoback with a 64, Dallas Heckley with a 70.9. Oh, where we are. It's Ava Garner with a 74.3, Lainey Feltner with a 74.4, Blake Heckley with a 75, and Collier Hoback with a 76.
Heck yeah. Again, it sounds like we're ready. It sounds like they're sitting in the starting gate over there.
The kiddos are going to run it back for course 2.
I think it's Collier Hoback. I think that's who was backing in there. Yep. All right, Collier Hoback.
Collier's got to start us off again.
Yeah.
He was first one out the gate on course 1 as well.
He was having a great day. Get a little wild drive in there. Put her up on 2 wheels.
At the ripe age of 5.
Wow.
Oh, he learned. He learned from his first course. Good job, Collier.
Go, Collier, go. And there's some big rocks thrashing through on a 170.
They sure are. Those
Again,
little tires.
Yeah, these are small tires, 2-wheel drive, and not a lot of power. .504 for Mr. Collier Hoback. Got Dallas Heckley on the line. I think we're getting... Getting the old course clear. She's out there just getting it right now, getting off these rocks. Like, it's kind of impressive.
This is exactly.
Heckley is flying through there. That Heckling racing team has some fierce drivers in it. I want to be honest. Went a little wide. The dust is starting to kick up here a little bit. It's been pretty amazing day at racing so far. Again, the cloud cover's been pretty nice. They'll get her pushed out of the way. Oh, okay.
There we go.
Looks like they were getting her pushed up the hill. Luckily, we had some healthy course workers up there that can get her pushed up the hill. That's just great. That's good fun. Yeah, yes. I mean, not for Dallas, but the rest of us enjoy watching. Keith Toolman down there. Colby Reich, a handful of others cheering all our youth class drivers on. She just wiped the sweat out of her eyes. She's like, oh, man, it's a lot of work down here.
Tough stuff.
They're not running power steering, by the way. She is sailing.
Making up for a little lost time she had. She got a little stuck going up that hill right there the first go around. 83.723. Ava Garner on the line.
Whoa!
Oh, no! Oh, that hill is eating these kids' lunch.
Justin says, hey, just let her keep going.
Flip her over and let her go.
All right, we're getting a thumbs up. And I believe she's going to just keep going. Oh, they said she's
out.
Mad.
She's good. She's just mad.
I think that's any race car driver.
Yep.
Young or old, I think that's everybody. Again, here's our quick replay brought to you by Rock Racing TV. Just came around the corner and a little bit of momentum. Again, that's a big rock there, especially for such a small vehicle.
Tough turn to try and make going up that ledge and making a sharp turn.
I believe they're going to put her back in, and she's still going to finish the course. Maybe. I know we've had a rollover before. We had one at Windrock a few years ago.
I think it would be fair for that to be a youth, our first Skinny Pedal nominee, I think, for this season in the youth class.
I think that's Jay Stewart's there getting her strapped in. Dan Bowman there helping. Getting her all strapped in, getting her shoulder harnesses in. Again, I think it's also very special. I think it's so incredible that she has the wrap each time. Every single race is special. I think that's super neat. And again, here she is.
There you go.
She still came into the corner hot and steamy, which is awesome. I love it. You know, pushing hard, racing hard. Definitely going to get a finish out of it.
Good job, Ava. Way to hang in there and finish strong.
1:678.65 for Miss Ava Garner. Again, with our first ever, I believe, youth skinny pedal.
Nomination,
yes.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Miss Ava getting a bit rowdy out there.
I like it.
We've got Blake Heckley on the line now.
Out there just bouncing around through there. Flying through there.
Aside from racing, Blake has another talent.
Yes.
And that is, she is a karaoke queen.
Really?
She knows the words to about any country song that you play for her.
Okay.
And she will sing her little heart out.
I believe that. I think there's some adult karaokeing that goes on over in that camp occasionally.
There may or may not be. There are a few songs that I've heard a lot of in this season of racing so far when the karaoke machine comes out. It's a good time. 70.025 for Blake Heckley. We're about halfway through our second course for the youth class. Once we've wrapped up the youth class, we'll go on to course 2 for UTV Bounty.
And then the bouncers.
And then the bouncers.
Clint Garrison walking by. I think it was transmission fluid he had in his hand.
Uh-oh.
Maybe lost some fluid over there. I know my steering wasn't working 100%, but it was a little low on fluid. Just about 2 quarts probably.
Oh, man.
I filled it before I came to this race, and when I got done, I noticed
a leak?
when I was in the course somewhere, it was not working appropriately. But we put a quart, maybe a quart and a half in there, and it brought it up to full. So
I saw you chasing down Jay Stewart's.
Yeah.
When he walked by carrying some.
He had some power steering fluid because somebody said he was going to get some. I said, good, somebody get some for me. He had like a gallon jug, so it was plenty, but paid that, and we used my winch to change his tire. He had a flat, and he's
Fair
like,
trade.
He said, hey, you winch work? I said, yeah. All right.
Fair trade.
So he pulled over. Clock is hot. Hunter Vargo. Out there getting it.
Hunter had a second place time on course 1. See if he can hang on to that spot or maybe even move up. Get the fastest time here. Time to beat currently is a 70.0.
He's definitely moving quick. .697 for Mr. Hunter Vargo.
And that is definitely our current leader now for Course 2. That pushes Blake Heckley down to second place currently with a 70, and then Collier Hoback with a 74. We've still got Clara, Ramsey, and Laney to make their second run.
Pulling it right out of the way. Look at Hunter, like a pro.
Ain't his first rodeo.
Got all the youth drivers over there, kind of all packed up. Ramsey trainer getting backed in there.
Ramsey Trainer had our fastest time on Course 1. Right now, the time to beat is Hunter Vargo's 62.6.
Whoa! Bouncing through those woods. Great looking drone shot there. Again, thank you to Dearborn Drone Company for doing a great job this weekend. .055. Got Danley Heckley moving his bouncer back.
I think Ramsey is
He's just
doing an extra lap just to be safe.
His dad's up there going, "Hey, you're done, buddy," on the radio. Everybody's giving him a clap. All the all his friends and fellow dads up on the hill give him a good clap there.
Gary, you can't put some buttons. Laney Feltner getting backed into the RaceLine starting gate now. Here we go. Clock is hot. Come on, Laney. Right now, Hunter Vargo's in the lead with a 62, then Ramsey Trainer with a 63, and Blake Heckley with a 70. Come on, Laney, stay in it.
Casey, you left your phone up here. Cody's got it. He's looking at those pictures you took earlier.
$75.524 for Laney Feltner. All right, we've got one driver left. Miss Clara Hoback is going to wrap up course 2 in our day of racing for the youth class. Clara had a third place finish on course 1, and she's coming into the weekend first in points with 448. She got a 12-point lead on Dallas Heckley coming into this weekend, so we will see how things shake out after this run. All right. Come on, Clara. That's her dad, Justin, there on the starting line. He does a lot to help out with keeping our youth class organized. He also does our safety checks on the starting line, so big thank you and shout out to the Hoback Racing family. Looking like a good run so far. Come on, Clara. Finish strong. $63.440 for Clara Hoback. All right, guys. We are going to run to a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll give you that rundown from Course 2 for the youth class, and we'll be ready for round 2 for our UTV Bounty class.
What you want? No matter where your ride takes you. Whether it's a quick trip or a slow climb. When you choose RCV Performance Axles, you're guaranteed to finish every time.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica-reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got products for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
Close enough. All right, and we are back. Welcome, everybody, to the 6th race of the National Rack Racing Association. We're here in West Virginia. This race is presented by Mickey Thompson, but sponsored by RaceLine. We appreciate both of them. You need tires and rims, both the race. Real quick, Bree's going to give us a rundown of our...
You're not wrong, Matt. You are not wrong.
We're going to run through the rundown of the youth class, which we just wrapped up right for that quick commercial break.
Yes, this is just for Course 2 for our youth class. Hunter Vargo had the fastest time with a 62, followed by Ramsey Trainer with a 63. Then, here we go. We had Clara Hoback, or Ramsey had a 63.0, Clara had a 63.4, and then we had Blake Heckley with a 70. Collier Hoback with a 74. Lainey Feltner with a 76. Dallas Heckley with an 83. And Ava Garner with a 167. Ava did have a rollover and recovery, but went ahead and finished her run.
Still got to finish out of it.
Yeah, still got to finish.
Still not a bad time.
Great day of racing from our youth class. They all did an awesome job. I think we even may have got a skinny pedal nomination out of it for the youth class. So that means we are ready to move into course 2 for our UTV Bounty class. There's only 4 drivers.
Yeah.
So this one's going to go quickly. So y'all make sure you're paying attention.
Yeah, Clyde was saying he's ready. They're checking on starting line, I think, right now. They said they have Austin Connell sitting on the starting gate, I believe. Sitting in our rock cave back there. Very cool. Very, very neat entrance. I liked pulling through there, but it is very snug. And there's a big, dishwasher-sized rock that you have to climb onto.
Oh, nice.
It's very, very tight. I was like...
But it looks cool.
It very is. It's very cool. I can't wait to watch the GoPro footage of me just driving through it, It's definitely looks super cool. Again, Austin raced with us yesterday. And this, we're going to be heading through the rock garden over there. And he's taking lane 1 down around the high-speed section. Coming back, when we come back, we got to go through lane 4, which will be very interesting. So you're definitely not going to miss this racing action.
Oh, no!
I hope it doesn't have his time.
Oh, these super grips step up. Got its first victim of the day. Austin did also, unfortunately, have a DNF on course 1. There it is. Want to see him be able to cross that finish line this time. Remember, our UTV Bounty class is running the same course that the bouncers are on. So this is definitely pushing the Bounty drivers and their machines to the limit out here, especially with the size of these rocks that we've got here in West Virginia.
And you've seen a lot of guys race up to that rock ledge and then kind of take their time going over. I kind of did the same thing. It's a very, very fun course. I mean, I was out there just absolutely getting to it. But it's also very dusty. So you want to make sure you get there and stop and go over it before the dust catches up. So...
Don't stop for too long.
You really can't. I mean, you can pause, but you better be getting back into it pretty quick. Again, this is the lane 4, which we haven't seen yet today. We saw it yesterday a little bit with the UTV Cup Series. Again, nothing crazy starting out, but then you get into some very, very big rocks pretty quickly at the end. And you got to have to kind of figure, right, that big rock there, you can see right at the middle of the screen. Do you straddle it? Do you try to go high on it? What's your kind of game plan? Looks like he kind of more straddled the bottom side of it. And turned out pretty good. Again, smaller tires on a UTV obviously have a little bit more problem than, like, say, a big bouncer tire. All right. He's going to turn around and try to head up the hill right behind us. Which I don't think will be much of an issue for the UTV because a narrower course I think will be okay.
I don't know. That's looking like a tough spot, Matt.
I think we'll see the bouncers have a lot more issues.
It is narrow, but there's not a great approach to it. And there's a big rock at the top kind of jutting out in the middle. I don't know how easy we'll be able to see that on camera. Oh, man.
Now the problem is...
He's definitely in a tough spot now.
He's literally wedged against a tree right now.
Here we are in between a rock and a hard place again.
It is. We may have to get recovery at the top of the hill if he cannot pull up there. He is... They do have an excavator at the top of the hill, so again, I don't...
They asked, is there an excavator driver? I'm like, well, there's probably about 20 of them out here. I don't know if they're
all right,
at the top
I heard
of the
him
hill.
shut it off, so it looks like he's going to say, all right, I'm going to do a winch from here. So we may see some very interesting recoveries today.
He didn't finish Hill 1 either, so I don't know if he's babying the buggy a little bit for some reason, trying to hold something together, or just doesn't want to total it today. Either way, don't blame him. A bouncer with a winch?
I'm sorry, there's a bit of connection here. Did you say Matt Holt? I think I'm going to climb right past him around the giant 8-foot ledge, get up on top. I do.
Justin just stole my line.
I could climb it with the winch. I'm very thankful. Warren takes good care of me, so I appreciate the Warren I run on the front of there. Yeah. Unfortunately, winches are not allowed in our series. Yeah, I mean, I run the 9RC, which is what a lot of the UTV or the.
Is that specifically in the rules?
It is. It is.
Bummer.
Yes, it is. I've checked.
You've checked. Hey, if you don't get any assistance from anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had made course 1, he might. He might be like, you know what?
Hey, Danny Myrick's on here says tell Matt to use the Jeep winch.
Yeah.
It's down. Where is it? It's down here somewhere. Where's
Yeah.
the Jeep?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right there.
I run the 9RC, which is the model of Warren winch I run. It's what a lot of the 4400 drivers use at King of Hammers, and it's only got a limited amount of room with it, but it's a very quick winch, so that way you can throw the rope, winch up, and keep going very quickly. Where like the Xenon Platinum I used to run, which was where they had the wireless controller and stuff. It's got a little more cable on there, but it's not quite as quick. But it is kind of fancy. I like it. Kind of different models I've tried over the years. I like the 9RC. Just a little small, a little lightweight, but definitely big torque, big, very quick motor. And yes, if they need a winch, I can always run up there. I've already winched one bouncer today. I helped Jay Stewart's punch his buggy over so he could change a tire.
Hey, you never know.
So Bill's our cameraman over there, sitting in the shade, taking a quick break.
Tell somebody up top to use the Myrick Jeep. Oh, too late. Here comes the excavator.
Yeah, we can get Clyde's Jeep over there.
We tried, Danny. Thanks for offering. Woo. All right. Yeah, do we have the Timmy interview queued up? All right, guys. This is going to probably be a little minute while they get Austin recovered off the hill here. So we've got a little interview with Tim Cameron from yesterday that y'all can take a look at. Enjoy.
What is up, everybody? We're out here for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association, presented by Mickey Thompson here at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia. I'm here with Mr. Tim Cameron. You're sitting first place currently. How does that mindset come into this race?
Well, you know, of course, you always want to be fast, but at the same time, this is a little bit different course scenario. I mean, this might be one of the longest courses I've ever been on, and it's rough. It's not like just running across this flat little field out here. It's going to be some real technical rock areas, and we come back around, and some pretty good uphills, you know, and of course, this crazy downhill over here. So, I mean, you know, I feel like it's a mixture of speed, but a lot of nutrition also.
And again, talking about that course, with this being such a long course, lots of rocks, you guys are actually coming through this gauntlet, literally making a U-turn and going right back out.
Yep.
Obviously, tomorrow there's some big hills. What is your game plan coming into this type of a long, rough course?
Honestly, finish, but try to finish fast. You know, obviously, I want to win, but at the same time, I feel like this is an A to B, finish good time and get a good pace. I feel like it's going to be a lot of DNFs.
Okay. Speaking of DNFs, your last event, I got to witness, I think, your 3rd DNF ever in the entire history of the National Rock Racing Association.
That's probably right. It's
I was trying to remember. I think I've only seen 2 ever DNFs. I saw one at Windrock one time. I think we had one at Texas, maybe. I think I've only ever seen like 2,
and like
maybe 3 DNFs ever.
I don't mind a DNF. I don't mind getting beat. I just hate parts failure. You know?
Yeah.
So literally just electronic motor.
A lot of people were asking, what was the DNF caused to? Because you were doing great, and then just kind of rolled to a stop.
Yeah, stop. So it's an electronic motor in the throttle body. So this machine's drive-by-wire.
Okay.
Real nice high-end throttle body. But I actually called and talked to the guys, and they had a revision that they had updated in 2024. Okay. I had a 23 model, so I built that buggy over a year ago. You know. And they had some issues with some of those motor solderings coming loose from vibration.
Okay.
And that was on like street vehicles or drag vehicles, so I can only imagine what kind of vibration mine was seeing.
Yeah, especially bouncing off rocks and everything else. So
I put the revision in there, and I don't know. I'll give it one more chance. I'm going to go to cable.
Yeah, again, like I said, the nice part of the cable, I run a cable specifically to mine, and for those at home, they have a twisted cable, much like a bicycle brake
Right.
lever, or a lot of guys have gone to a shifter cable, because that way, if you do have a throttle stick, you can put your foot
Right.
behind it, pull it back.
Like a
and
Morse style.
Yeah, and again, it will not, you know it's going to work no matter what. Throw a couple heavy-duty springs, and you're good to go.
Yep.
So
It's just, cable's going to be about 12 foot long. So
Yeah.
I was going to build a gas pedal. So I'm going to give it another chance. Of course, I lost some ground, I lost some points, but
still sitting in first, right?
yeah. I'm still up there.
Yeah.
But I would rather not. Like I said, I don't mind getting beat. But I'd rather not be park failure.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well, good luck. We'll see you guys later.
thank you.
All right, we are back here in West Virginia. We have our first racer who ran and has been taken off the course with an excavator.
Uh-oh.
So this could
That's
be
never
a
good.
very interesting day. Again, got to the top, got wedged between a tree. So I can't quite see. All right, we got Madison King on the starting line. Getting a rip out of that RaceLine starting gate. And her brand new buggy. This is her first time racing it this weekend, so she's pretty excited. Getting with it.
Madison came into the weekend first in points in the UTV Bounty class. She had a fourth place finish on course 1. We'll see what she's able to do here with course 2. We've already had one DNF.
You can see him just drifting around that corner. Definitely pushing hard, having fun. Again, that long high-speed section is just an absolute blast. Again, excellent drone work this weekend. Dearborn Drone Company. Again, this is lane 4. The UTV and bouncers will be taken back.
Let's see which route she chooses through these boulders. Got a narrower rig than Austin Connell.
Yeah.
She's through no trouble.
Kind of feeling it out, seeing what's going on. Again, just riding up to it. Her dad's got the headset on. Kind of watching from a different angle. Right there is kind of at the point of no return. Ooh. She put on a show last year as well, if I remember
She
correctly.
did.
She had 3 or 4 wild rides before I think the buggy finally called it quits. Oh, she tagged that rock, and that wheel threw it. That front driver's side, front left tire, it looked like it snapped pretty hard. So I think she might have just broke a tie rod or some kind of steering stuff. I don't know if that's Wade Good or Ben Driscoll or somebody up there. Yeah. Yeah, I think she might have broke something on the front end.
There's a view. You can kind of get an idea of how steep it is watching these guys try and climb up. All right, so far we're on our second run and our second recovery, Matt. It's not looking good.
It is not. Again, she's getting out of the car. I think they might be calling for the recovery crew as well. Yeah, I see the excavator coming at the top of the hill.
Hawk Pride was a tough day for our UTV Bounty as well.
Again, these guys and gals, race the same course that the rock bouncers do, and the rock bouncers have problems. So it's very understandable. These guys, again, I always say these guys have the most courage of anybody who races, just because they take a vehicle that's a quarter of the size and try to do the same exact obstacles. And yes, UTVs do have a great power to weight ratio, but man, just having that bigger tire to roll over some of these ledges, you almost have to have it. So again, it looks like they're going to grab the excavator and get it pulled out. Again, I'm not sure exactly what she broke, but that front left tire looks almost turned 90 degrees, so I think she broke something. And you could see it hit that rock and almost just snapped sideways. So steering knuckle, or I know they just went full hydraulic steering on this buggy, so could have been a tie rod or something. See what's going to happen here. Shout out to DC Thompson. What's up, buddy? Tuning in on the live feed. Danny back there watching at the camper. Enjoying that ice-cold air conditioning. Got those premium snacky snacks, I'm sure.
Not just the regular snacky snacks.
Yeah. Again, we're 2 into our 6 racers for the UTV Bounty?
We are 2 of 4,
wow.
So we are halfway done
wow.
with course 2. Taylor, do you have that Madison interview from yesterday? That's what I like to hear.
Speaking of perfect timing there.
All right, guys. Well, while they're working on getting Madison recovered off the hill, we caught up with her for a quick interview to talk about her new buggy a little bit yesterday. So y'all check it out.
Hey guys, I'm here with Madison King. We're at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association. Madison, I noticed you have brought out a brand new rig for this race. Tell us a little bit about it.
So we've had this rig for probably about 3 months, I'd say. We've been messing around with it, changing stuff around, getting all the good parts and stuff, and the shocks actually came in yesterday, so we were pushing it kind of close.
Down to the wire.
But yeah, I'm super excited. It's got hydro steer, 72 wide, so it's going to be a lot different from my old one, but it's going to be great.
Yeah, so what about seat time? Have you gotten much in it yet?
No, so I'm still in school, so I haven't been home, but and it's been tore apart since we got it, so I just pre-ran, and that's the only seat time I've got.
All right. So speaking of pre-running, what do you think about the course? I know you've been out here walking it, looking at it, a little bit of pre-running in the new chassis. So tell us your thoughts today here in West Virginia.
It's definitely going to be a long course. I think this is going to be one of the longest courses that we've done this season with this series, and it's going to be rough, that's for sure. When I was pre-running, I was getting banged up, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, good thing you got that hydro steer.
Oh yeah, that field is really fun too.
Oh, yeah, that is the fun part.
Yeah,
you're right. All right. Well, there's going to be some great racing action today. Like we've talked about, it's a long course. It's rocky, but they've got a nice wide open section, too. You guys can get some speed up. So we're going to see a little bit of everything out here this weekend, I think.
It'll be fun.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. That was us catching up with Madison King just a little bit yesterday. Looks like she is off the course now. We are getting ready to send driver number 3.
Again, this has been just so brutal today so far. Again, as far as having the RaceLine starting gate, that is an incredible view of the starting line.
I really don't know who we're going to have come up to the line. I think we had somebody you have to drop out after course 1. Who is that, Casey? I believe we've got Casey Howell on the line now.
All right. Wow.
That was a lot of dust.
The dust wave just came over us. Casey ripping through that rock section there.
All right, Casey, we'll forget about the dust if you can finish this course.
His buggy is just a monster. I mean, he just absolutely just gets it wherever he goes.
Yeah, he ended up on top of the podium at Hawk Pride for our last event, and he's coming into the weekend third in points for the Bounty class. He also had a second-place finish in the Cup class yesterday.
Speaking of finishes, I think just getting a finish here will be a big deal.
Yeah. Just like it was for him at Hawk Pride.
Yeah, yeah. And coming through that really, really rough, again, that big rock there, you either got to go really high on it, or, again, that's kind of where Matt Merrick rolled yesterday. Oh, right there.
Man,
I think that's the line, minus the tree, obviously.
That rock just pushes them right over
It
into
does.
the tree. I think this is one of those hills that might just take a little bit of luck.
It really, really, yeah. Again, we saw several bouncer drivers last year that got just really lucky. He might be able to back up and bump it. Just back up a hair and bump it. And I think the reason why, if he can get that done, because right now if he just back straight, he's going to hit that tree. Oh, no. Yeah, dang
He's trying to find some traction somewhere.
He really is.
Oh, and he's just digging down into the dirt.
I think he's hitting the tree now. Yeah,
Oh,
dang
man.
it.
I think he's exactly where Austin Connell ended
Yeah,
up.
dang it. Again, had a great run.
That was a heck of a try. No mercy from Zach Garner. Oh, now we got some smoke. It's just getting worse, Casey. It's getting worse and worse.
You hate to see that. Again, had a great run going, and that's a very, very capable rig. But this course is just so gnarly. And, again, there's not really an easy way to approach that with the UTVs. There's just so many ledges sticking out, and ledges are so big. It's, you know.
All right, it's looking like we should have 2 drivers left for Course 2 in the Bounty class.
We have a 3-way. Probably your first again for that.
Again, that's just a bit of a bummer again for the UTV Bounty Series guys. Just, you know, getting there, all the way there.
Settle down, buddy.
Listening to a little bit of radio chatter there.
I think we got 2 more drivers left, Nathan King and Nathaniel Bell. Again, both very capable drivers that would love to get a finish out of the second course.
Both of them had our first and second times on course 1.
So they would really love to get a finish now.
There you go, Casey. Matt, I hope the bouncers don't have this much trouble, or it's going to be a long afternoon.
I worry that they might.
We might need some more caffeine for that.
Yeah, I worry they might.
All right, Nathan King is making his way to the starting chute. Casey is off the course.
Again, coming back down here on the little bypass road.
All right, let's see if we can get someone across the finish line here. Nathan King is running for Josh Krapinski's points this weekend. Josh coming into the weekend second in points behind Madison King in the Bounty class. So he definitely didn't want to sacrifice the opportunity to stay in the points chase here.
Kara Bowman said, the bouncers are going to be good. Yes, I think it's going to be a very, very good afternoon with the bouncers. I hear the bouncers getting fired up. Jay, an old foreplay. All right, clock is hot. Here we go. He is flying by there.
Easy does it, Nathan. All you got to do is finish the course.
Ripping it. Whoa! There's a wheeling up there. Go, baby, go. Just thrashing through there. And coming up again, like you've seen a lot of guys kind of go high on that rock. Ooh.
Oh. I don't know if that's quite the line he wanted. He might have to work with it now. There we go.
Look at that thing. He's like power sliding out there. Ooh. That undercut rock there, he tagged pretty good.
Uh-oh. Get hung up in the tree.
He's trying to back around it. But as soon as he does, he has to hook it because I'm telling you, there's a big ledge right behind him.
Yep, that's a tricky spot, but I think he might be able to get his way out of it.
Yeah.
Nicely
Ooh.
done. Oh, no.
He is wedged against the tree, but at least his
Oh,
tire
no.
is on the right side. I think he can still get off of it. Yeah.
Deja vu.
Might be listening to his dad give him some pointers
yeah,
there.
I was thinking that.
His dad's probably saying try to stay and hug that right side as much as you can. Yeah. Ooh. That is squirrely coming down.
Definitely a sketchy spot.
Looks like he's going to pull off. Look, you see him. He, like, shook both hands, like, in anger. Like, oh, it's so close. He wanted that so bad.
Aww.
And you can see the crowd give him a round of applause. Just, again, you could tell wanted that so bad. And
That means it's all up to Nathaniel Bell now to be a hero.
And I have been that guy in the buggy where, like, you can get all the way almost out the top, but you can't quite clear the top.
Oh, yeah.
Finals last year, get all the way to the top and just couldn't quite get out. But at Nasty Girl, but man, it was a fun run. You start the bottom and you just basically never lift. You literally just I was backing up into the crowd basically, and just never lift.
Nathaniel Bell is our last driver for
right.
Course 2 of the Bounty class.
Clock is hot.
You might as well ease on through the course.
Definitely doing well in that little rock garden. Just ripping around the high-speed section. And that is just a fun section of the course.
Looks like an RC car going through the
It
woods.
does kind of, yeah. Again, going through there, it looks like you took the high side of that rock. I think you're going to see some bouncers kind of do the same. It's either going to be a super tight corner and straddle, or you got to go really, really high on there. Again, Nathan coming around. Again, initially I was thinking that the UTVs might have a much easier time, but due to the wheelbase, it might, the width, might have more of a problem.
That rock is jutting out on the left side at the top. I think that's causing most of the problems here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to pull off. Oh, no, he's getting re-lined up with it. I thought it might, I said, being the last driver and no one else made it, I thought, well, maybe he's going to hang out here and see what happens.
Oh, come on.
He's there. Oh, at the top!
All right.
And the crowd goes wild.
Okay, well, it's not even over yet, but
Yeah.
I feel like that, I feel like it should be.
Wow. That is incredible.
All right, just easy does it. Straight
Yes.
on to the finish line.
Again, we even saw Ben Driscoll, not Ben Driscoll, Double D Racing yesterday. Dylan go through this with one wheel. 180.606 for Nathaniel
Not
Bell.
that his time really even matters.
Yeah. Yeah, not that his time really
man.
mattered. Being the only guy to finish course 2.
That was pretty fun to watch, and I know he is feeling pretty happy right now.
That was impressive driving by Nathaniel Bell. And again, Nathaniel also, not that it matters, had a second place run on the first course. So
Heck of a day of racing
doing
for
great.
him.
Again, only driver to finish that. Had the perfect landed there and took off. So going to be exciting to see how the bouncers transition to that.
Definitely. Speaking of bouncers, we are going to come back with a fresh live feed for the bouncers. So we're going to shut this down, and then we'll be right back, and we want to have the bouncers all on a separate stream for today. So that was it for Course 2 for UTV Bounty and for Courses 1 and 2 for our youth class. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to shut down, and then you'll see us come right back up with Round 2 for the bouncers. So be on the lookout.